Hello everyone and welcome back to W Quicks, where today we had the Ninjago January 2025 sets finally officially reveal from the LEGO group, which means we can finally post them and finally talk about them. I have been waiting to talk about these leaks right up front with all of you guys, and now we finally can discuss them. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the disgusting from the 2025 first wave of LEGO Ninjago. So if you enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe down below if you have not already. Only a small portion of you guys are actually subscribed that watch my content, and if you guys would just click that button, that would really help to support the channel and the content I create here on YouTube. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also drop a comment. What are your favorite sets of the wave? What are your least favorites? What are your favorite minifigures? What are you not looking forward to seeing? And what are your thoughts for the first portion of 2025 in general? Cannot wait to hear about it all in the comment section down below. I read every single comment that is dropped on my video, so make sure to drop one down below after this. With that being said, guys, let's dive into these and start from the lowest, the smallest, the cheapest set of the wave and work our way up to the biggest one. So let's do it. Let's dive right in. Okay, so first up here, we've got the brand new Sora Ninjago spinner set. And I've got to say, first off, these Ninjago spinners are really, really beautifully designed for 2025. I think they're going to look great on display. Obviously, the play factor of it is it'll never compare to real Ninjago spinners. I mean, quite literally never. They will never be able to do that again. But I think that for a lot of people, the display aspect of these is fantastic because this is just going to look so dang sharp on display. It's going to look really, really cool, pop and stand out for a little bit of a spinjitzu up there. And I love the way that Sora's looks. I've been talking about hopefully pink spinjitzu for quite some time now. And to finally see the pink spinjitzu in person, it looks absolutely spectacular. Day one pickup for, well, of course, all of this is a day one pickup for me. But I think that this is a day one pickup for quite a few people, just to kind of test out these spinners, see what they do. $10, just kind of dip your toes in the water, as I like to say. Just kind of dangle them in the water there a little bit, dip your toes in, and see if you like the set, see if you like the spinner. Overall, $10 is really solid, and I gotta say, that box art looks really, really good as well. Obviously, starting off strong here with the set. I know I typically don't like these $10 sets. I typically think they're a throwaway set, especially like the Rising Dragon Strikes from last year, and even the Dragon, whatever they called them, from Dragons Rising Season 1 back in 2023. I think that both of those were just absolute garbage, but with this, I can see some potential with it since it can be displayed separately as just a spinjitzu piece. So I do like it for that. Overall, $10, 2 minifigures, pretty solid. You can't complain there. And I'm going to give this one, you know, a solid day one pickup for many people. Also, that pink and white just looks awesome, man. That's an awesome looking piece. You can't deny that. Looks really cool. All right, and next up here, we've got the Kai Ninjago spinner set, and obviously we saw this one leaked a little bit back, but I'm still very impressed with this. Seeing that box art there, the box art once again looks fantastic for Kai here. Cannot wait to pick up a couple of these for the collection, but I really, really love that box art. Very, very clean. But over to the Kai minifigure and the spinner, once again, just like that Sora one, which I said looked really good, this one looks fantastic as well. That beautiful fiery orange and red just mashes perfectly, and I'm very, very happy with that Ninjago spinner. Cannot wait to slap that in a display somewhere with that beautiful looking Kai minifigure in there as well. Of course, we didn't talk about the Sora. We're going to talk about that Sora in a little bit, but this Kai minifigure looks fantastic here. Of course, Dragon Warrior here looks pretty good as well too. Nothing to complain about there. For $10, I really do think that this is a solid set. I don't think we've seen little $10 sets as good as this since Season 12 back with the Prime Empire arcade pods, where I think those were really, really fantastic. And I think that this little side build sort of a set, you know, the little niche thing, the little gimmick sets, I really do like how this set is turning out. Of course, we'll see what the play aspect of is like on January 1st with the reviews and everything, and we'll see how it actually works. But like I said, display value here is phenomenal for $10, 2 minifigures. And man, I love that Kai hood. Look at that. It's like gold and red there. That looks really, really clean. And the torsos look very detailed as well, which you guys know I am always a super big fan of. So I cannot wait to get a look at those in person. Since you guys know, I am a big minifigure collector. I mean, minifigures are my thing. I love minifigures. I am the minifigure guy here in the Ninjago community. So I'm really, really excited to see both of these figures up close, but let's take a look at the next one. All right, so we've got the Aaron versus Lord Raz spinner set up here. And honestly, right off the bat, this is where I'm not feeling it like I am the Kai and Sora one. For $10 on the Kai and Sora one, you know, you're getting your spinner piece and you're getting 2 minifigures. Now for $20, doubling the price here, moving up into higher prices, we get this $20 set here with the same 2 minifigures. And then just a tiny little arena build in the back there. There's really not enough going on here to really warrant that $20 when we just saw 2 minifigures in a $10 set. I just don't understand this here. I think that, if you got 1 minifigure in a $10 set, 1 minifigure in a $10 set, and then when you got 2 of them together, you got 2 minifigures there. Okay. I see that. That works out fine. Each one comes with their spinner, blah, blah, blah. But when you're putting in 2 minifigures into the $10 set, and then you give us the same amount of minifigures in the $20 set, I'm starting to feel a little iffy there. Where we need some more value here. Where's the other figures? We should have had 3 or 4 in this set, and it should have just been a combo pack of Kai and Sora's, basically. Just throw the 2 sets together, and now you have a $20 set. But Lego had to cheap us out here. And instead of giving us 4 $10 sets with 2 minifigures in it a piece, they decided to give us a third $20 set with 2 less minifigures and less pieces. So I'm not impressed here whatsoever. You guys know me. I call bullshit on this type of stuff. And I just am not impressed here. I think they could have done a lot better than they actually did. Minimal effort here. And this is one that I would steer clear of on day one. Stay away from this thing. If you want one of the new spinners, try out the Kai and Sora. Kai and Sora spinners look far better than Aaron and Lord Raz's anyways. But what the heck? I can't get behind this when I think the Kai and Sora ones are really good value. And then this one, I'm like, it's just not reaching it for me. It's not doing it for me. Is it the worst value on Earth? No, it's not the worst value on Earth. We're going to look at some of the worst value on Earth in just a minute. This isn't the worst. We've seen far worse. It's not perfect to me. So I just, put it out there. If you're going to buy a spinner, buy the Kai or the Sora one first. Make sure you like it. If you like it a lot, go back for another one, then go for the Aaron and Lord Raz. I will also mention that the Lord Raz looks to be the exact same Lord Raz from this year that were being reused next year, which is bullshit, but we'll be talking about that later on in the video, of course. Got to save a little bit for later on, so let's move on. We got a lot to criticize here, guys. We got a lot of issues, so let's dive in, starting with this next set here. All right, so the $10 Zane's Battle Suit Mech Set. Obviously, this one was surrounded by controversy when it originally was rumored to be $20 instead of $10. It is $10. Thank goodness, because $20 would have been absolutely bonkers. But this is not that good of a set, and we're gonna talk about this here. So first up, the mech looks fine. I'm happy with it. It looks like a decent $10 mech here. I'm not complaining about the mech. Compared to something like the Evo mechs from the core line, this doesn't stand up to $10 for me. The Evo mechs were very, very good for $10, and I was pretty satisfied with those. I think like the Zane's one for $10 was a pretty solid $10 mech set. This is undersized from that. This will be much smaller than that from what I can tell from this image. But it's okay. It's okay. This is not a mech that I think it's terrible. Where we are having issues is the minifigures. So obviously we've got one of the Forbidden 5 here. We've got Drin down here who looks great, fantastic looking minifigure. But the problem is actually with the next 2 minifigures. And first up, Zane. Obviously, Zane doesn't come with the armor piece. Once again, I'm sick and tired of Lego not releasing the armor pieces in every single set. They've been doing this for years and years and years, where they don't release the minifigures with the armor piece. Some sets will have the armor piece, some sets won't have the armor piece. But then you had issues like this year, where all of a sudden there were extra armor pieces showing up in random sets all over the place. I had an extra armor piece inside of my Tournament Temple City and inside of the Ninja Combo vehicle. But certain sets don't include armor to begin with, where I don't understand why we're not just getting armor on every figure. It's a quality thing. It's them trying to be cheap, but then their quality is so bad that they're still accidentally dumping the armor pieces into the bags, or they're dumping too many into the bags. Why not just release the armor piece with every set instead of trying to skimp people on some? I don't get it. I don't get why it's happening. I don't get how it's happening, but it's happening. And once again, in 2025, they are still skimping you out of an armor piece on a minifigure. Just give everyone the armor piece. That's not a big deal. Why can everyone not get the armor piece? People can't afford the massive sets. That's fine. Not everybody can afford everything. That's okay. But can't you have the courtesy to just give them the armor like every other person out there? Give them the dang armor piece, man. I don't get it. And then moving on, we have the same wildfire that we had released this year, next year. We got it in March and in June of this year. Over and over again. She's in so many sets. She's in the Kai's Climber mech. She's in the 4+ set. She's in the Tournament Temple City set. It feels like this wildfire is popping up everywhere. And now she's in another $10 set. Why could they not make a new minifigure? Why are they reusing old minifigures? Ninjago never did this. They realized they had 8 bajillion of them sitting around still, and they're like, oh, let's just put her in another set. No one's gonna care. Come on, man. Make something new. Design something. Do your freaking job, man. Do your job. The fact that we're getting year-old minifigures, and that's just the start of it, is ridiculous. We're gonna have to move on because it's only getting worse from here. So let's move on to the next set. Oh, wait, guys, I almost forgot. They took the armor piece away from her, too. They took the wildfire armor piece away. They give it to her in every set. Then they bring her back again a year later, and they're like, here, take another wildfire. But wait. We're going to take the armor piece away. It's below our $30 minimum. You don't get the armor piece, man. Take it away. Take it away. What on earth? Come on. And there's going to be people that defend this. They're going to defend this, and they're going to go, oh, it's a kid's toy. Stop complaining. Okay, so a kid doesn't deserve to have a solid minifigure? A kid doesn't deserve to get the armor piece? Only us adults who can afford the expensive stuff deserve it? Is that what you're saying? The kids don't deserve the quality product? That it's okay to just skimp the kids? Go think about that, buddy. Then write your comment. Thank you. Next. Okay, so Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon. $20 US, 2 minifigures, and a baby dragon. All right, we'll talk about the minifigures in a second. We'll get there. I know people have been messaging me about this, talking about this, saying, W, you got to talk about this. It's finally time I can talk about it. This set revealed like 2 weeks ago, and I was waiting for the other stuff, but people have been messaging me, begging me to talk about this. And don't worry, it's finally time, guys. It's finally time. But Dragon looks fine. I'm actually pretty pleased with the Dragon. I think it looks pretty good. The new wing pieces, I think, look really good. I'm really impressed with this, but I really like the look of this dark green Dragon. I think that this is a pretty solid small Dragon set here, and I'm genuinely pretty excited for it. One issue is, once again, $20 for this set, when earlier this year, we had the Teen Dragon Ryu set release for $5 less and have 4 pieces more. Yeah, think about that. They took away a minifigure. And yeah, it had 3 minifigures. They literally just took away a minifigure. And then raised the price. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love watching people defend Lego because it's like you're so up their ass you can't tell what's actually going on. 4 pieces less, a minifigure less, literally a minifigure less, and $5 more. I mean, it's just hilarious. It's hilarious that this even happens. But minifigure wise, obviously, new Dragon Warrior looks great. No complaints there. Cannot wait to receive him. New goldenish, yellowish, flame orangish, yellowish dragon color down there. I can't tell exactly, the boxes haven't been exactly obvious on what exact color it is, so somewhere in there, but excited to see that new baby dragon. And then, of course, the Lloyd that everyone has begged me to talk about. Let's talk about it. What in tarnation? I never thought I would say that. It sounds like Mater from Cars, but what in tarnation is this Lloyd minifigure? I mean, at this point, there's only so much that I can rant, or there's only so much that I can say before it's just, there's no reason for me to even try to convince people or tell people that there's something wrong. If you don't look at this minifigure and think that there's something wrong, then there is something wrong with you, literally. There is something wrong with you. This is utilizing the torso and legs from the Season 1 Dragon Rising minifigure, from 2023. And now it is reusing the hood piece from Mech Pilot Lloyd from 2024. So literally, Lego played W Brick's custom minifigure with their extras lot. They looked at what they had in stock and said, oh, we still got a shitload of these old Lloyd suits from season 1 of Dragons Rising. Uh-oh, we also have a bunch of these hoods left over from season 2 of Dragons Rising. Let's make a custom minifigure, slap on one of the new armor pieces from 2024. Let's slap on one of these. Yeah, oh, brand new Lloyd minifigure. No one is going to notice. Guess what? Everyone noticed that they just reused the crap that they had left in their stock. They are so cheap and lazy at this point that they can't even give you a new minifigure in an already overpriced set. This next set is an exact description of how not to design a Lego set. The $30 Lloyd's race car. 181 pieces for $30 with 2 minifigures. I think that's the new Lloyd. That's got to be the new Lloyd. So, I mean, finally we get a new Lloyd minifigure and then the same Dragon Warrior minifigure that we received in the $10 set. My question is, why can this set have 2 minifigures and the $10 set can also have 2 minifigures? Because they certainly didn't use the budget of the set on the set because there ain't nothing there. $30 for 181 pieces is nothing. That's terrible. So the budget of the set certainly didn't go into the set for all of you Cold Titan Mech fans. It certainly didn't go into the minifigures, so where the hell did the budget go? Once again, who is designing this? And who are they designing it for? How many Lloyd cars can you release and have on clearance shelves before you realize not everyone on Earth wants a Lloyd car? It's the same thing we've seen 8 million times, man. They just had the Lloyd car from the core line get absolutely destroyed on shelves because ain't nobody wanted one of them. You think people are going to go out and buy another Lloyd overpriced car? At least the one from core had 3 minifigures. They just took away a minifigure. I don't even know how to make sense of this stuff, guys. I don't even know how to make sense of this stuff. What the heck? What the heck? Whew, man, I'm sweating, guys. Moving on to the next one. We've got the Kai's Mech Storm Rider. What a name there, guys. What a name. See what you get with the W Bricks channel, the W Bricks guarantee. Always raw, real emotions, real thoughts on the channel here. Obviously uncensored, just raw emotions, looking at these images, talking Ninjago with you guys, because that's what it is here. It's 100% real on the channel. None of that fake land crap. We got real emotions, real thoughts, real opinions here on the channel. If you enjoy that, if you enjoy real honest breakdowns of stuff with me here on the W channel, hit the like button. All right, let's move on. Kai's Storm Rider. Mech Storm Rider, of course, mech. You can't forget that there's a mech in there. $40 for this. 3 minifigures. Piece count's not terrible, but the problem that I'm seeing here is we've got an Evo-styled mech-ish. You know, that $10 mech looks pretty similar to the Zane one in the $10 set from what I can see here. And a $40 set. So that means that this glider here is worth about $30. And I'm just not seeing that. I'm not seeing this glider being worth $30. This thing looks pretty dang small. And so for 40 in total here, I'm just not seeing it. Once again, Kai minifigure does not have the armor piece at all. And I can't stand that. Put the armor pieces in with every minifigure. Especially now we're starting to get into more expensive sets. Where's the armor for all the minifigures? And the fact that Kai doesn't have it here, I'm just not liking. I'm just not liking to see the Kai armor not included. That's ridiculous. 3 minifigures for $40 is not very good either, especially, you know, getting up in that $40 range. I want to be seeing 4 minifigures, and 3 minifigures were just lagging behind here. I think if they would have included maybe that little baby golden dragon thing included, you know, in this set here, I think that would have felt a lot better. Or if they would have just included one more Dragononian warrior, I'd have felt pretty good about that too. Keep in mind, if they can release 2 minifigures at the $10 price point, why can we not release more than 3 at $40? That's pretty dang ridiculous in my opinion, and I'm just not seeing where this set is going. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Of course, it's a Kai set, so I'm always really excited to see Kai sets, and I'm just not liking this thing. I think this is going to be a massive shelf warmer. Nobody's going to want to pick this up until it's hitting some major sales down into the $28 to $32 price range. I'm just not seeing this being a high seller whatsoever. It's just, who the hell cares, man? You know, and I'm a Kai fan. I'm the Kai fan. Who the hell cares? All right, guys, 4+ set here. Obviously, you guys know me. I don't care. I don't talk about 4+ really at all, but I'm going to discuss this just because, once again, $40 for minifigures here. Interesting that this set can do it. But once again, none of these minifigures have the armor. Where the heck is the armor? I just don't get it. Why can't they put the armor in the sets with the minifigures? Why they got to split it up like this? It doesn't make sense. Just release the damn armor. It'll cost them a quarter of a penny. Put it in. Put it in. A quarter of a penny might even be being generous to them. Put in the dang armor. I don't get it, man. Hey, but at least we got the real Lloyd this time. Look, guys, there's the new Lloyd minifigure. At least we finally got him. Wow. That's wild. All right, and the set everyone's going wild for. The Dragononian Stone Village. $40. Six minifigures. $40, 6 minifigures. Oh my goodness, that's wild. It's almost like Lego can do it. Let's break this set down because there's a lot to talk about. First off, Jay minifigure looks pretty dang good. Nia and Zane, whatever. Looks like they both have armor. 2 Dragononian warriors. Solid selection. And of course, the myth, the legend himself, Moro. You guys know my take on this. Most people know my take on this, that I think that this is the worst thing Ninjago could have done, bringing back Moro. You can't keep bringing people back. You've got to let characters die. It was a perfect death for him. And if they bring him back and make him a villain, it completely ruins the point of his death and the point of his return in the Day of the Departed. If they bring him back and make him a villain, Ninjago is over. I don't think I could even watch it if they bring him back and ruin it. Ninjago Season 5 is the greatest storytelling Ninjago could have ever done. I really don't think that there's any storytelling better than Season 5. Maybe Season 8, but Season 5 is absolutely insane, especially with Moro. And if they bring him back and destroy his character, I don't see a way forward for Ninjago. I don't see a path forward for Ninjago at all. I think it's done. I think at that point, I'm basically done. Don't see how they can not ruin him based on their track record. I will say, if they bring him back and he is a good guy, working with the ninja, training Euphrasia, and filling the role of sensei to help guide Lloyd, Ninjago could be saved. If they bring him back and they do it right, they have to treat his character right here. And I've thought about it a lot. I've thought about this character and what they're doing here a lot. Do I agree with them bringing him back? No. He should be dead. He should stay dead. He was dead. And it meant a lot for his character for him to be dead and to take his place in death at the end of Day of the Departed. He accepted his death. He admitted it was his time to go. And he went out as a hero and he helped save the ninja. If they bring him back as a villain, they completely ruin all of his story arc, all of his storytelling, everything that was done to create him, to write his character. If they bring him back and make him a villain, they've ruined it. They've ruined his character. And at that point, like I said, I think I don't even know how I could watch Ninjago when season 5 is just my favorite. It's always been my favorite. I have loved season 5 for so many years. It's a very, very narrow path that could work here for Moro to be a good influence on Ninjago. But like I said, bring him back, make him a good guy, a sensei to Euphrasia, maybe helping to guide Lloyd with Wu's old knowledge, helping the ninja team out. That could be massive in helping to save Dragons Rising. This is a long shot for them to bring Moro back. They know it. I've talked about it for years. People have talked about it for years. The second Ninjago needs something, they're going to bring back somebody. And a lot of us always thought it was the Time Twins. They were waiting for a moment to bring back the Time Twins, to bring us OGs back. Instead, they pulled out Moro, something no one ever thought would happen. The question just is, will they do it right? And only time will tell. Obviously, just a few months away from actually getting to see it and to know what happens. But I'm very intrigued. I wish we weren't in this position, but I think we are. I think we're in this spot where Ninjago is basically on the verge of being dead, and we're going to see what happens here with Moro. But minifigure looks fine, bland. Really didn't put too much detail onto him, but honestly, I can't even care. I can't even care. I can't think about it until I know what they're doing to his character in the show. Like I said, I think Moro is the second best written character in the show besides Kai. I think Kai is number 1 for seasons 1 through 7. After that, Kai is worthless. But I think Moro is number 2. And I think Sensei Wu is up there as well. But Moro, number 2, is just fantastic. So only time will tell, but let's move on to the next set. $40. This shows extraordinary value. They actually did their jobs here, and it looks really good. I cannot wait to pick this up. This will be a day 1 pickup for almost everybody. Next up here, the final 2 sets to talk about. The Lord Raz and Aaron Stormjet set here. On the surface, this looks really good. I'm actually really impressed with this. I think that this model looks really clean. I really do like this. Except for whatever the heck Lord Raz's dragon is on the back of there. There's like a little dragon spot. Whatever the hell that is, I don't know what the hell that is. Don't want to know what the hell that is. It looks like the Sora's jet thingy on the back of the Ninjago combo vehicle from earlier this year. But the jet looks freaking awesome, man. I think it looks really good. I can't lie. That looks really, really good. But once again, $50, and we're down to 3 minifigures. This is not a licensed theme. This is their theme. It doesn't cost them money like it does Star Wars to put minifigures in the sets. They have to pay the extra licensing fee to Lucasfilm and to Disney for Star Wars for the minifigures and the trademarks of Star Wars. They don't have that here. They can just put in minifigures wherever the hell they want. Why is a $50 set including 3 minifigures? And why is that okay? When did that become okay? To have a $50 set with 3 minifigures. The set looks awesome. It looks so good. And they know it. They know it looks good. That's why they didn't give you any figures. Same with the Cole's Titan mech. They're like, oh, the Titan mech will sell on its own. It looks cool enough. We don't need to worry about putting figures in there. We can save a few bucks. They did the same thing here. They said, oh, this looks like a pretty good set. Slap in a Lord Raz from last year. We got a few of them left over laying around. Slap in a Dragononian Warrior, easy enough. And then just throw in an Aaron too. That's fine. That'll be the minifigure of the set. Seriously, we've got a reused old minifigure from this year, from 24. We've got a new Dragononian Warrior, which will cost them pennies because they're in the $10 sets. And then we've got just the Aaron. 3 minifigures for $50? When did that become okay? When did that become normal for Ninjago? We just saw with the $40 set, they could put 6 minifigures in there. Screw it. Take the 3 minifigures and put it in the $40 set and give me 6 minifigures for $50. I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of this. Why am I spending more and getting less? Anyone else think that's bonkers? At least the price per piece here is fine in the 500s. But what the hell? Just give us some minifigures. Ninjago is a minifigure-based theme. It's always been a minifigure-based theme. Always. Since 2011. January 14th, 2011, it was a minifigure-based theme. That's why in my Ninjago catalog, or not even my Ninjago, my Lego Club magazine for 2011, it had a list that you could check off the different Ninjago minifigures that you collected out of all of them. And I thought it was the coolest thing, and I slowly checked them off when I got them as a kid. It was a minifigure-based theme. Everybody wanted the cool ninja suits. Everybody wanted the cool bad guys. Now, you get one bad guy? Who are they supposed to verse? Man, once again, who's in charge of this stuff, man? Who's up there saying, yep, that's good? If it's not laziness or stupidity, then they're just assholes. They're just trying to skimp everybody to save a few pennies. Pennies to them. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. $50, 3 minifigures. Set looks great. But once again, everybody's going to have to wait for a sale because nobody wants to spend $50 for 3 figures. Let's move on to the last set. Finally, the Zane's Combo Mech set. I both love and hate this set. We're going to talk about both. Let's start off with why I love this set. Why I love this set. And the reason I love this set is because it backs up my thoughts and opinions on the Kohl's Titan Mech. The Kohl's Titan Mech, of course, controversial this year, released for $100 with 1 minifigure. The LEGO designers came out and stated that the budget of the set went entirely into the set, and that is why it did not include minifigures, to which I called bullshit and said that is not true. A standard $100 LEGO set for Ninjago, let's just say Ninjago, would have right around 1,000 pieces to begin with. So saying that they put the entire budget into the set wouldn't make sense when they gave you the same number of pieces. If the set would have had 1,500 pieces, I would have said, okay, they put the budget into the set here. That explains it a lot more. But it gave you the regular amount of pieces with less minifigures. And they just validated everything I said by releasing this Zane mech. You see, this Zane mech has over 100 pieces more than the Kohl's Titan mech, and it includes 6 minifigures. Right there. That validates everything I said about the Kohl's Titan mech, not including 6 minifigures. It should have had multiple minifigures in there. Period. It should have. There is no other opinion. This is fact. It is set in stone now, what it is. And I am very happy to see this, actually, for the amount of backlash I received for my opinions on the Kohl's Titan mech, and people truly didn't even listen to me about it when it was just common sense. But now, I hope many more people can actually see the light and understand what I was saying to begin with. This set has 1,100 pieces and 6 minifigures for the same price as a set with 1,000 pieces and 1 minifigure. Right there is all the facts I need to completely validate and support everything I said about the Kohl's Titan mech situation of 1 minifigure. As for the Zane mech, I honestly think this thing is ugly as anything. I mean, this thing is seriously an ugly looking mech. I don't like it. I like the Ryu part that's attached to it. Ryu that'll detach by himself will be terrific. As for the Zane mech, I think it is ugly as crap. It looks more like a looks more like a Sora mech than it actually looks like a Zane mech. I mean, this doesn't look anything like what I would picture a Zane mech looking like. It is literally Sora's color scheme. The Pixel minifigure is great. The Kohl minifigure looks great. The giant robot Zane is odd, but it's something. I just, the best thing about this set for me is the fact that it validates the Kohl's Titan mech situation. That's really all I care about at the end of the day when it comes to this set. But $100, this will be a pickup day one for me, of course, but this looks like it's definitely got value at $100. I just don't like the design of it. It's just not my favorite design. And here we are at the end of the video, everyone. That is right. That is all the leaks for January 2025. That is your opening wave of the year. Obviously, a lot of really upsetting things in this video. A lot of really upsetting moments. As you can probably tell by my tone, I just get so into the moment and get so emotional about LEGO Ninjago. I mean, I've loved it my whole life. I've made it my whole life. And I just feel really let down and disappointed. I know a lot of people would agree with me and feel the same here. But It is what it is. At the end of the day, we will see what these sets are like in person. Remember the Aaron's buggy last year or earlier this year? It already feels like 2025. Earlier this year, we all thought it was going to be horrible, and then in person, I really, really loved the set. So we could end up loving these sets in person. It's all going to come down to that. So make sure to stay tuned for my reviews over on the W Bricks channel, January of 2025. Don't forget, drop your comments down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe, please. There are very few of you that are actually subscribed. And so if you could just hit that subscribe button, that would really help out the channel. So with that being said, thank you guys for all the support you show me. And at the end of the day, have a great day. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching today. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you all later on W Quicks.